Welcome to GausRoth Tutorials. I'm GausRoth, and today we're going to create a player ranking system. And don't mind my camera, but it is nice. I need to show you. So basically what's going to happen is this rank 3 will display above my name based on your actual player rank. So the higher your rank, the higher your text gizmo above your head will display, allowing other people to know how awesome you are at the video game. And yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are notified of all my future videos, and enjoy. If it lets me. There we are. And we're going to open up our player manager script. And in our player manager script, we have our daily visits, which gets called when the player enters the world. It checks to make sure our current timestamp for the day is greater than our last visit day, which gets set here. So this is where it gets updated. Now we can keep the ranking system on this script, or we can create a separate script. We're going to create a separate script. We're just going to call it here, and the reason we're going to do that is just to keep it a little bit cleaner and easier for you to see. So I'm going to close this and create a new script. And it's good to have these things separated, kind of keep them as modular as possible. That way you can drag and drop it into a different world, and there should be less problems than if you have it all on one script. So we're going to call this one Rank Manager. And I'm going to create a separate PPV for this. So we're going to go to Player Variables, and we're just going to call this Rank Points. And we need to receive an event. So under events, when event is received, and we're going to call this one update rank points. And we need to receive a number variable for our points. And all we're going to do is we're going to set our PPV. So under values, set player persistent var2, and we're going to set change me to rank points. And then we're going to add the points we're sending, so operators, basic operations, grab a plus sign, drop it in there. We're going to drop our points in B, and we're going to grab get player persistent var, which is under values. We're going to drop that in A, and we're going to change me to rank points. Now we do need a player variable, so we're going to have to create another parameter of type player, and just call it player. And we will drop this player variable into these player slots here. Now all this is going to do is it's going to update this PPV. So now we need to go into, we don't need the world starts, but we need to go to our player manager. And when we set our daily visits, when we update it, we also need to send to our rank manager. So we're going to have to create an object variable. Under variables, new variable of type object. We're going to call this one rank manager, and we need to send to it. So we need to grab a send event. So under events, event actions, send event to object, and we will send to the rank manager. We're going to change my event to update rank points. Now if we open up our rank manager, it is requiring points and players. So it's a number var and a player var. So we'll close this, go back into our player manager, and we have to send the points that we're adding. In this case we're using the daily visits, so we'll send that. So get user persistent var daily visits value for player. We will drop that in the new parameter, and then drop our owner in the second new parameter. They have to be in the correct order. We do need to have an object linked to our rank manager, so I'm just going to grab a sound recorder and snap it there. We'll add our rank manager script to that. Okay, and then we will grab our player manager. We will open up this. This is our player manager. And we will open up our sound recorder. We'll change this to rank manager so we don't get confused later. And we'll just drag and drop this blue pill into our empty rank manager slot. So now it knows which object to send that event to. And if we open up our rank manager, we can then grab a debug print and then print what this value is. Since we have it in its own event, we can send this event from other scripts as well, so it doesn't just have to be our daily events. We could add, say when we enter this trigger, we can add a point. So when I go open up our trigger script, when trigger is entered by player, I can also send to that. So I'm going to need to create an object variable for our rank manager. And I can send, just copy and paste this, we'll send our update rank points to our rank manager with, we need a number variable. We can just say 1. Send our player. And now every time I enter that trigger, it will increase by 1. You can create a leaderboard to show the players what their rank is. So we're going to create a leaderboard. So systems, leaderboard, create a leaderboard. We can call this one ranking. Create. And then we'll grab this, bring it over here. This one will be set to our ranking, change the name to ranking. Next we have to connect our object variable to our rank manager and drop that in there. Close these out, I only need them right now. And we do need to set our leaderboard so that way it updates our gizmo. So values, set world leaderboard, drag it underneath, change me to ranking for the player that's being sent, and then we'll set it to our rank points. And duplicate, there we are. Clear, reset. Now when I enter the trigger, it should update our player rank. There it is, 4. And now we have our points for our rank. However, we don't have the actual titles, the actual text that it will appear above our heads or wherever you're going to have it displayed. So we need to create a string list for all our different titles. So we go back into build mode. And in our rank manager, we will create a new variable of type string. We will make it a list, and we can just call it ranks. And they need to be in the proper order, but the nice thing about strings is you can adjust the order. So just to make it simple, we will just go rank 1, rank 2, I don't want that many, and rank 3. You can have as many, well, you can have up to 100 in this string list. So, I mean, if you want to go through and hand type that many ranks, you are more than welcome. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to get our points. We need to determine how many points do we need to get these different ranks. So I'm going to create another list, so a new variable of type number, make it a list, and I'm going to call it rank regs, requirements. And they also need to be in the same order. So say our rank 1 would have to be 0. Our rank 2 could be maybe 10. Then our rank 3 could be 15. So now what this is going to check is if our rank points is greater than or equal to one of these numbers, then it will display the proper rank somewhere in the game, whether it's attached to the player or somewhere else. So we are going to then check after we set if rank points is greater than equal to, and we're going to do this in the reverse order of our ranks in our list. So if rank points is greater than equal to, we need to get to our list. So under operators, under lists, and we're going to get item from list. So if getUser persistent variable rank points value for player is greater than equal to our index, so 2, we need a number variable, 2 from list rank regs will set the player's rank. So we're going to send an event, so events, event action, send event to object, and we're going to create an event here, and we're going to call this set rank. And we're going to send that to the player. So this set rank event will be on the player manager. So send a set rank to player with our rank 3. So we'll get item 2 from rank names. So this is going to send a string, and the string will be rank 3. Now we need to check if it's not, we'll do else if it's greater than equal to the index 1 of that list, then we'll send index 1 from our rank names, and so on and so forth until you get to the last one, 0, 0. So this is going to check our rank points. If it's greater than or equal to one of the ranks, and it's going to check them in reverse order, so that way we get the highest one first. If it's true, we will send set rank to player with the proper index from our rank names list, so it's going to send that string. If not, it'll check the next one and then the next one. And that's all we need to do for the rank manager right now. But we do need to go back into our player manager and then create our set rank event. So when event is received, set rank is received with string. We'll call this one new rank, because we don't want to have two variables with the same name on the same script. So then we'll create a new variable of type string and set it to rank. And then we can set new rank to our rank. So set rank to new rank. So now the player variable knows what the player's current rank is, and we can do something about that. So we can set that. So I'm going to create a text gizmo, and I don't want to script. And we're going to place it here, and it needs to be facing the player. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to set rank to display on that text gizmo. So we need a object variable to hold our text gizmo. We'll call this one rank text, and we will display, so actions, text, display rank on rank text. So I spelled rank text wrong. That's fine. So now when I go into my player manager, which is down here, okay. Now if I grab our text gizmo, I can put it onto rank text, close out of that, close out of that, reset the world. I don't want to know what all those errors are. And when I enter the trigger, it will tell me my rank. Now I'm currently at 5, so if I go through this enough times, that should be 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm ranked 2, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I'm ranked 3. And now we know what our current rank is, and if I go into build mode, I can now actually attach this to about where I want it to be on my player character. Open that, select this text, open the group so it adds it into the group, and I will place it about here. Should be good, I think. deselect, double tap to leave the group. There is something I need to add to the player manager though, because we don't actually know what our rank is on world start. So we're going to have to send our update rank points on start. We'll grab an else and we'll drop in send update rank points, but we're not going to add to it. We're going to send 0. And currently how this is coded, this is actually incorrect, because what's going to happen is every time you come in, so tomorrow I won't have 1 added to my player rank, I'll have 3. So what we need to do is send this. That way only 1 gets added per day, and when daily visit is called on enter, if this is not correct, we will send update rank points to rank manager with 0, which will add 0 to it, and then it will update our text. So if I clear, reset, and go in, I should have my text on my head, and if I open up my camera, and I zoom out a little bit, I mean it's a little big, so let's go into the group and see what's all in this, because it seemed like I already added a text in. There it is, to title. Okay, so we're actually going to use this one instead of this one, so I can delete that, unselect everything, leave the group, and then I'll drag this guy into my rank text. And now when I clear and reset, I enter the world and it says rank 3. It's updating my text gizmo properly, and when people see that, it's a little big, you can always adjust it. Now if I pull this card out, you can see my rank, and that's what it looks like currently. You can do some formatting on it to make it look cooler, you know, make it a little smaller so it sits underneath your nameplate, and maybe change the colors, whatever you got to do. Something that you might want to add is like a text gizmo over here displaying what rank 1 requirements are, rank 2 requirements are, rank 3 requirements are. If you want to do a title based system, so say like you have a bunch of quests or achievements in your world, and each achievement might have a different title to go with it. And what you could do is you could have all these, and then once the player achieves them, you could then maybe grab an object that is for that achievement. You grab that object, and then you can change the text that way. People that have completed these achievements have a way to let other people know. They're like, hey, I've done this. You know, if you have something that's really hard to do, then they can display whichever achievement they want. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about this video, or have any suggestions for a future video, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you like the video, if you learned something, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are notified of all my future videos. And yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good one.